Hello, guys. Today we'll be talking about the movie Jumanji: The Next Level. I saw this last week. I think it was Tuesday last week. Um, so so a little bit about it before I give my thoughts. It was released this year, 2019. It's rated PG-13, and it's about 2 hours and 3 minutes long. Has 7.0 out of 10 on IMDb with about 26,000 ish user votes and 58% on Metacritic, about 36 critics. Stars Dwayne Johnson and Jack Black. Dwayne Johnson being on Central Intelligence, Mona, and a gajillion other things, and Jack Black for School of Rock, and directed by Jack Kasdan, who also did the previous Jumanji movie. On Rotten Tomatoes, the movie has 71% by critics with 201 critics and 87% by audiences with about 12,000 ish user audience votes. And the critics' consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is that, like many classic games, Jumanji: The Next Level retains core components of what came before while adding enough fresh bits to keep things playable. Fair enough. Okay, so a little bit about it. So the movie's good. The movie's very good. Um, Personally, I I think Welcome to the Jungle is a tad better, just a tad. And for reasons I'll get to in just a little bit. Well, let's talk about the ingredients of the movie. First, acting's great. There's nothing wrong with the acting like before. It's great there. Writing is kind of a little different this time around. I mean, not in terms of style or flair, but the way they use the characters is different. The first movie, and this is why Welcome to Jungle. This is why Welcome to Jungle. I love this one. Why I love Welcome to the Jungle so much was that it what's the word I'm going to use? Each The way it uses the main four characters and does every the characters feel so evenly focused and so well worked in. Each character gets better. Each character has their moment of contribution. Each character feels like they got equal development. It feels so well woven and well thought out. Not only that, but it was a great adventure movie. It wasn't just an action movie, it was an adventure movie. And we don't get a lot of those nowadays. Good adventure movies. That's kind of there's a difference between action movies and adventure movies. A lot of people blend them in together, but there's a difference. Because adventure, you're going on a journey. You're going on a quest. You're experiencing shit, you know? And that's what I love about the Welcome to Jungle so much, and the way it uses characters, the humor, it's just so impeccable. It's one of the most. I don't say it's the most perfect movie I've ever seen because it's not. It's not that in depth. There is popcornness to it, but it's probably one of the most well written movies I have seen. In all honesty, in my opinion, this one, like if Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle was an A, I would call this A minus. I think B plus would be a little harsh, but hover around there. And a lot of that is because in this one, they add some more characters to it, and a lot of those characters have kind of been through the ringer, so it's not the same. Yeah, actors kind of learn a little bit. Still, they still kind of develop a little bit, but not by a lot. The two new characters, they're the ones that develop the most, and they're the ones that kind of give the movie a bit more of an individual jolt. However, does that make it a bad movie? No. The acting is still great. The new characters are awesome. The game itself does things differently a bit more. I will say I think I like the video gamey villain a little bit more in this one than the first movie, just because he kind of has more of a, I don't know. They're kind of both good in their own ways. However, there's one thing I like about. I can't really say anything about giving it away, but I will say this about the movie is that I feel like in the first one they use the characters feel like they they work together in this one, but in the Welcome to the Jungle, it feels like they use it in a way that feels a bit more well developed. This one, it feels a bit more. I don't know. It's a little different. The way they use the characters is different, so it doesn't feel as. It doesn't. It doesn't feel as intuitive, if that makes any sense. It doesn't feel like first one, the way it used all of its characters in this one arc and this equal focus and development was just very intuitive and very well thought out. This one is well more thought out, but it's juggling more. So it doesn't feel it feels like a lot it feels like the characters aren't on an even playing field. They all are doing their own kind of in their own state. So it doesn't have an evenness to it that I kind of like in Welcome to the Jungle. However, that is I wouldn't call it a nitpick, but it's not a major flaw with the movie. Um, what's great about this movie is that they do a lot more stuff. They bring in some different elements, and they do have a lot. This movie definitely, I think, has. I don't say it has more going on, but it kind of feels like that because there's more characters involved. Let's see. The action is very good in this one as well. Welcome to the Jungle's action scenes were very well done as well, but I think what's cool about this one is that the game starts incorporating a bit more creativity with not creativity really, but more they don't this movie isn't a rehash if that makes any sense. This movie isn't rehashing anything. This movie is definitely doing kind of its own thing. The only thing you could consider a rehash is they bring the same they bring all the characters back and then some. But that's not even really rehashy in itself. Um Definitely worth the ticket. However, you do need to see Welcome to the Jungle before you see this one. Without a doubt, you need to see Welcome to the Jungle before you see this one because this is a continuation without a doubt. And you will get lost. You can't jump into this. Um but yeah, I did enjoy this one. I think another thing too is I feel like in Welcome to the Jungle, I feel like there's kind of like a low key intensity to it because since they're new to the place, there's kind of like ooh. I mean, it's a lighthearted movie. I mean, of course, the good guys are gonna, the good guys usually win, but there's kind of this are they? And this one, it's kind of there, but it's not as they've been there before, so they kind of have the drill of it. So it's. I feel like, in all honesty, if they would have ended with Welcome to the Jungle, I would have been perfectly fine with it. I would have been like, you did your thing, you were successful, close it out, you're done. And then they said they were doing other ones. I'm like, what are they going to do differently? And lo and behold, they actually did do something differently. And I will say, on paper, the character's motivations for going back, specifically one really, on paper, it seems kind of weak when you find out. But the way the actors phrase it, and not just phrase it, but when they phrase it at the right time, makes it sound good. And that's great acting right there on that part. And I'm not, like I said, I don't like giving away spoilers, so you're not going to know who or when. Although you might get a hint from the trailer, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of funny moments, and then I don't know if it's funnier than Welcome to the Jungle. I It's about even. I think this one kind of has. I wouldn't. It doesn't have. I feel like this one kind of feels. I wouldn't say more dramatic, but I feel like there's kind of more of a serious weight to it just because the new characters involved are a little bit in a different area in life than let's see what was it than the first one. Op- Optimistically cynical. That's funny. That's funny. um That's a funny aggressive joke there. I like that. Oh, but yeah, there's not much more I can say about this movie. It's a great movie. Check it out. If I like to hear your guys' thoughts about it too, because I am curious on what people think of it compared to Welcome to the Jungle. Now, I will say this: I do think these movies are better than the original Jumanji. But now that I think about it, it's been such a long time since I watched the original Jumanji that I think I might have to give that one a look at some point pretty soon. I might do a video on that one too. I don't know. I think I've done a video on Welcome to the Jungle, but I don't know for sure. I think I might have watched it before I started movie theater reviews. I don't know, but yeah. So this is not a long stream unless people have questions in the chat or something or have things they want to talk about. I'm gonna probably end it here. I am gonna be. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow because I did see Star Wars Friday, and I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. So hopefully I'll have the time tomorrow to stream it then, or if not tomorrow, definitely some point during this week I'm going to talk about it. But the reason why I'm not going to just stream that video tonight is basically because I'm running my internet off my phone hotspot because my home internet is shit. So I gotta pick and choose how I use it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna call it good. It's a great movie. Jumanji, the next level. Go check it out. It's awesome. It's still in theaters. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.